I did not vote. I will not vote again until we have some sort of legislated honesty and consequence for deception. These men can tell us anything they want, and there's nothing we can do about whether or not they keep their promise.
Jamie, is there any other part of your life where there's legislated honesty? I mean, does the preacher on Sundays, is there a law that says he's got to be honest? Does the doctor, the lawyer, the guy driving the bus, do they all have to be honest?
Well, let me tell you something, Gordon. If your job is to guard a bank vault and you lie about that job, you're going to be fired. I'm a delivery driver. If I tell my boss that I did my deliveries and he finds out that I threw him in the bush, I'm going to be fired.
But Jamie...
Gordon, I ran as an independent candidate. We should have polygraph testing for all these politicians, just like our police forces are required.
Jamie, so wait a minute. Jamie, you ran as an independent candidate?
I ran as an independent, sure enough. JamieScott.ca, you can go check out the profile.
But you didn't vote?
What, am I going to go vote for myself and stroke my ego?
You ran as a candidate in the system, but you didn't vote. I don't care if you vote for yourself, but you didn't vote at all? That's interesting.
Yes. Would you like to say something? Nothing. Sir? Nothing? Have you been lied to ever? You're okay? Is there anybody here that's been lied to by their government or their media? If the answer is yes, even if you don't want to say anything about it, isn't that enough? What's wrong with one lie and you're out?
The reason they need the best and the brightest out there for all this high executive compensation is because you have to get the best criminal minds that money could buy to come up with schemes like they do.
What we've done is relied on experts all around the world. We got the top economic minds. Not the Truth Party, but the rest of the parties. And what those top economic minds have done is figured out a way to rip you off without you being able to figure it out. So I'm not sure we need the most brilliant economic advisors. Maybe we need the most honest.
I think, you want a new party because you're fed up with the old parties. I'll make my pitch here for changing the electoral system, because the problem isn't, the reason, you're not going to get a political party that just tells you the truth in a way that none of these guys do now.
The banks are going to come to you for another bailout. Now in the United States, when they got the bailout, because they borrow the money off of a private Federal Reserve bank to bail out the banks, picture this scenario. The first bailout, we're going to have to give $700 billion to the banks to bail them out. So the banks print the money, $700 billion. Then they just divvy it up amongst themselves because that's who the bailout was for. But the government now has to pay back that loan. So it's $700 billion plus whatever. You got nothing for that, other than saving a bunch of banks so they could buy some more banks. You gave them $700 billion in the first place to bail them out. Now you're going to repay them $700 billion for the loan that you took. That's some gangster shit right there. I don't know how to describe it other than that. You're paying them twice. You're paying them twice and getting nothing. That's a good deal.
Jamie, thanks for that. We'll watch for your name on the ballot.
Your mandate when you get elected is to do the things that you said you're going to do, and that's pretty much it. You can't get elected and then say, well, you chose me, now you're stuck with me for 4 years and I get to do whatever the hell I want. That's how they're doing things now.